Alright, price action, run through time. This was pretty horrible of a day. I mean, you can kind of see how much of a hot mess this is, but I don't expect much for PM trades to come through either. Everything was just pretty poorly put out, but let's go over what I was trying to look for and what I took as a trade versus what it should have been, right? Rejecting off the 4 hour, I kind of expected us to go at least some way high, probably like take out this high and this high. This is just 4 hour analysis, right? Mainly let's go into the 1 hour. This is where I look for internal liquidity. I like to trade internal. So within here, see, we take out these lows, right? I'm like, okay, there's something going on here, and then we are reversing up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remain bearish just because we didn't tap anything really significant. Like, yes, we took out this low, we didn't take out this low, and didn't take out this significant low. And after we break those two, we have this fair value gap down here. So I'm kind of like overall just bullish until we tap this gap, bearish, vice versa. Then you see, okay, 15-minute actually exposes why we reversed. We have this gap right here. Alright, what else? We come up and market. I hop on market at 10 o'clock. So here you go, this is 10 o'clock. Right? What do? Come into that hourly gap, right? So now I'm just overall looking for a sub. Kind of wanting to see a sweep, but I kind of understand that we are also bearish. But still, yeah. So I'm looking for my setup. I see what? Bam. Fair value gap right here. We do inverse it off of this candle. You could short it. Obviously, I got stopped out. That's loss number 1. I hop on the 3-minute. I'm like, okay. Maybe I just need to clear more direction. This guy. Inverse entry. Stopped out. Rule of thumb, I'm gonna start doing is analyzing the 5-minute, and if it looks choppy, I won't bother. Like, this is not choppy, right? So when I'm on the 1-minute, within that point in time of the chart, look how much more clear it is. Right, I mean, yeah, there's chop here, but we could kind of use our drawn liquidity to understand, okay, we just tapped into this fair value gap, and we just inverse this fair value gap with great momentum. And then use context clues, obviously. I mean, probably put on the low just because we don't really have any other gap. And our obvious target would probably be this high. And then, what, you go break even off of this guy. And then you just naturally adjust your targets until you see price start to weaken out, right? So, obvious 2R would be you. So, like, I typically just mark out the gap, and then that usually gets filled, but this position is a lot better and clean, and we follow that rule. A good identifiable, like justifying point count for fair value gaps is usually 10, so if you see like 10, you kind of know you're doing something right. 10 to 5 really does it. When you start to go below, it's kind of like useless. Like a 3-point fair value gap is kind of obvious. I would want to push it though. 5 is really obvious. 4-2, I mean, just when it's really narrow though, you don't want to bother, right? Example of an obvious good one. Maybe this guy. I think this is around 3 or 4. Yeah, 3. Now coming into market here. Tell me if you can find one obvious one. This one, which we do inverse to the upside with this candle. That one, which we do inverse. But it's just choppy market conditions. Shouldn't even really bother with that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, even on the 1-minute, it's just barcode after barcode. Don't bother. That's it.